Most people talk about the Harley-Davidson Sportster S like it's either a revolution or a betrayal. I think that argument misses the point completely. What surprised me when I first spent time thinking about the Sportster S wasn't the power or the tech or even the price. It was how intentional this bike feels. Not confused, not trying to please everyone, almost stubborn in its direction. When Harley killed the old Sportster line, a lot of riders felt burned. I get that. Those bikes were simple, raw, imperfect, and emotional. But when I compare the old Sportsters to the Sportster S, I don't see a replacement. I see a reset. I noticed this bike isn't built to slowly grow on you over years. It's designed to make sense immediately. From the riding position, to the sound, to the way the torque hits, everything is front-loaded. That's very un-Harley in a way people don't talk about enough. The engine is where this shift becomes impossible to ignore. The Revolution Max 1250T doesn't behave like a classic Harley motor at all. It doesn't ask you to short shift and relax. It dares you to twist the throttle again. What surprised me was how modern it feels without trying to feel European. It's aggressive but not frantic, fast but not fragile. I compared it in my head to bikes like the Ducati Diavel, and the Sportster S doesn't chase that hyper-muscle identity. It feels more grounded, more deliberate. Here's the mistake I think most people make. They judge this bike as if it's supposed to carry the emotional weight of the old Sportster name. That's not what it's doing. This bike is carrying Harley's future expectations instead. Once you see it that way, a lot of design choices make sense. The fat front tire, the compact tail, the minimal bodywork, this isn't nostalgia, it's branding clarity. The riding position is controversial, and honestly, I was skeptical too. Mid-controls paired with forward-leaning bars sound awkward on paper, but I noticed something interesting. It puts your body in a ready posture, not a cruising posture. You're not lounging, you're engaged, and that changes how you ride the bike subconsciously. This is where some riders feel uncomfortable. They want a Harley to calm them down. The Sportster S does the opposite. It sharpens you. Another misconception is that this bike is meant for long highway miles. Yes, you can do that, but that's not where it shines. I see the Sportster S as an urban muscle bike with short burst aggression. It's happiest in back roads, quick runs, and moments where torque matters more than top speed. If you expect it to replace a Softail or a touring bike, you'll be disappointed, but that's a category error, not a flaw. The suspension is another talking point that often gets simplified. People say it's stiff. I think it's honest. It doesn't hide the road. It tells you exactly what's happening underneath you. For some riders, that feels harsh. For others, it feels precise. What surprised me was how much confidence that feedback can build once you stop fighting it. You start trusting the bike faster than expected. The tech package is where the Sportster S quietly wins arguments. Ride modes, traction control, lean-sensitive ABS, none of it feels tacked on. I noticed Harley didn't over-explain the tech. It's there if you want it, invisible if you don't. That balance matters more than people admit. Here's a practical takeaway. If you're the kind of rider who enjoys understanding your machine, the Sportster S rewards curiosity. Play with ride modes. Feel how throttle response changes. Let the bike teach you what it prefers. Another thing people miss is how this bike changes perceptions outside the Harley world. Non-Harley riders don't look at it with the same stereotypes. They see performance first, brand second. That matters for Harley's long-term survival more than any retro model ever could. Is it expensive? Yes, but I noticed something when comparing it to other performance cruisers. You're paying for engineering confidence, not just brand legacy. This bike doesn't feel rushed. It feels like Harley took a risk they were ready to defend. Emotionally, the Sportster S won't resonate with everyone, and that's okay. In fact, that's probably the point. Harley spent decades building bikes that welcomed everyone. This one asks a question instead. Is this the kind of rider you are now? I think that question is uncomfortable for longtime fans, but it's exciting for new ones. If I had to describe the Sportster S in one line, it wouldn't be the new Sportster. It would be Harley's confidence test. And honestly, the more time I spend thinking about it, the more I respect that choice. Not because it's perfect, but because it knows exactly what it is and refuses to apologize for it.